What up, HoopSpaces family? It's your boy JP, and we just got done watching the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics as the Boston Celtics finally beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 117 to 113, thanks in large part to Jayson Tatum's 41 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists, and him just taking over the second and third quarter, and among other things. But before we get into the takeaways for the Celtics side of the game, make sure you subscribe to HoopSpaces down below for more basketball content. Click the notification bell, you know where our next upload is. On the road to 1K. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like this video at the end and comment down below your takeaways and thoughts of the game between the Cavaliers and the Celtics. So before the game, the previous two games, the Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Boston Celtics both in OT. You know, Donovan Mitchell's great performance, the performance of their big guys and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And it's just like, you know, you've just been waiting for that one day that the Boston Celtics will beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they had a chance here tonight, and they did what they need to. And they were coming off the loss against the New York Knicks too as well, where they didn't really shoot that great from the three-point line. At one point, they were shooting 7%. Tatum was just off. and Jaylen Brown didn't even play due to personal reasons. So yeah, it was just a funk right there with the Celtics, except for you know, Malcolm Brogdon, who played really well. So, but I'll tell you this though. Man, the Celtics played a lot better, you know, tonight, you know, in terms of just their pace. Like, they, instead of settling for like the threes and stuff like that, they are just getting into the paint and scoring in the paint at will at the beginning of the game and kind of throughout the game too as well. You know, and then they can settle for threes and all that. You know, Al Horford started it off with a fadeaway shot with 2 points. He ended up having a really good game. He'd been hot pretty much all game long. And at one point, you know, he was, you know, 5 for 5 in terms of 3-point shots and everything. He was, and 6 for 6 in terms of 3-point shots and all that. And he was just like perfect from the field. And then, you know, in the fourth quarter, he missed like 2 shots though, but he was very effective. When Al Horford is on, that means like, the Celtics will just definitely get motivated too when he's on. So he had 23 points. He was a +3. He had 11 rebounds. So that's going to be another thing too as well. It's the rebounding by the Celtics, which was really awesome to see though. But yeah, Al Horford was getting it in and everything at will. Jayson Tatum, man, I mean, he only had 2 points in the first quarter and all that, and it almost felt like an off game, even though he was only 2 for 5. But you just kind of just see he might be a little off. But then the second quarter, he scored 15 points. He was scorching. He was getting into the lane. He was scoring the basketball. Then the third quarter, man, he just put on a show, scoring about like 17, 19 points. You know, him and Mitchell had a real nice duel in the third quarter, going at each other, both scoring at will and everything. Like Donovan Mitchell, I'm going to give praise to him because, man, in that second half, he never sat down or got in the rest and everything. He was trying to will that Cleveland Cavaliers to, you know, at least, you know, like a close game and everything, just scoring that basketball, man. In 44 minutes, he had 44 points. Like, they just could not stop Donovan Mitchell. Like, he was driving in the paint, too, as well, getting these crafty layups and everything, you know. Like, he was just killing. But, yeah, they had a real nice third quarter duel. I really enjoyed watching that duel between Tatum and Mitchell and everything. So, definitely shout out to Donovan Mitchell tonight, though. But, yeah, Tatum, you know, almost a triple-double, 41 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, +4 and everything. Another guy that had a real good game is Time Lord, Robert Williams III. At one point, he was perfect from the field. Well, no, he is perfect from the field. I forgot it. I thought he missed one shot, but no, he is perfect from the field. He was 4 for 4. He had 11 points and 11 rebounds, +9, had 2 blocks. Like, he was very effective tonight. He hit 3 out of 3 in terms of free throws. So definitely shout out to Time Lord and everything. Marcus Smart on the defensive end was very, very good. Like, you know, you could see like why he's the reigning defensive player of the year, just doing a lot of defensive possessions and everything. But, you know, he had 14 points in himself, though. Hit 6 out of 8 free throws, 2 out of 3 in terms of 3-point shots, 3 out of 11 field goal. Jaylen Brown, you know, was 16, or quite quite 16 points, but like it was allowed, couple points at the beginning of the game because he was very effective. Hit a real tough shot over Evan Mobley, 6 out of 15 field goal, 2 out of 5 3-point shot, 2 out of 2 free throws. Had turned the ball over a couple times too as well as Tatum as well. So, nothing really much coming. They had like a 9-man rotation, nothing really coming off the bench and everything because all the starters was just doing their thing. Sam Hauser with 6 points, Muscala, with 0 points, Brogdon with only 2 points, and Derek White with 4 points. When the starters are going and everything, then they'll definitely, take advantage of the game and all that. It was very intriguing because Grant Williams didn't really play, didn't really see the floor. Luke Cornett didn't see the floor too as well. Joe Mazzulla had something in mind in terms of that rotation that he had tonight to see if they can really get the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they did. They did a really good job of, eliminating the other players except for Donovan Mitchell, like Evan Mobley and Darius Garland, till like he was hitting like them late threes in the fourth quarter, which we'll get to as well in a minute though. But definitely shout out to the Celtics. They were going in the fast breaks, man. They were like getting the points in the fast breaks and getting into the paint too as well, and scoring getting points off turnovers too as well. So they were very lively on defense and trying to commit the ball, getting Cleveland to turn the ball over. And then another thing in the third quarter, they had a huge third quarter. Like I said, Tatum had an amazing third quarter. They scored the Cavaliers, outscored the Cavaliers 41-26. Yeah, 41-26. At one point, it was 32-17. So, but yeah, 41-26 in the third quarter though. So, and then in terms of field goal, they shot 50%. So they were 50% in the first half in terms of field goal, and then ended the game with 50% in terms of field goal in the second half. So definitely shout out, not 50%, but 50% overall in the game, and then 50% from 3-point range, a lot better than they did against the Knicks. 82.1% free throws, which is pretty good. Big, huge thing too as well. Cleveland is known for their rebounding, one of the best rebounding teams in the league and all. And the Celtics out-rebounded the Cavaliers 43-38. At one point in the game, it was like they were out-rebounding them like 16-3. And so they were just very live, and they were crashing boards offensively and getting the defensive rebounds. Tatum with 11 rebounds, Horford with 11 rebounds, Tom Lord with 11 rebounds. So they were just crashing all over that floor, in terms of rebounding. So they did a really good job of rebounding that basketball. Now, in terms of, we had like some really careless turnovers in the fourth quarter, which kind of allowed Cleveland to kind of come back and everything. After Mitchell kind of was just giving the signal that he was tired because he didn't really get much rest and everything until like the last couple of minutes, and then you could see Cleveland was making a run after Celtics was committing like a couple of careless turnovers and everything. And kind of got scared in the moment because Garland was hitting his threes, and they were, going into the lane. They had like a 28-8-1, so Cleveland had a nice fourth quarter, and but it was not enough as the Celtics were able to hit their free throws and everything. So yeah, man, definitely, that third quarter kind of separated, for Boston to take the lead and everything against Cleveland. The points in the paint, that's going to be like a problem with the Celtics, just allowing points in the paint. Cleveland got 68 points in the paint. Like I said, Donovan Mitchell was attacking that paint like it was no tomorrow. 27 assists for the Boston Celtics. I love the ball movement. They are very unselfish when they touch the basketball and everything, especially in that first quarter, just seeing them playing unselfish basketball and being able to, everybody gets their touches and all that. So, but yeah, man, and they're 45-18, 25-7 at home. Cleveland's 39-26, 13-19 away. But yeah, real good game from Donovan Mitchell. Great game for Jayson Tatum. Good game for the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Um, but yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below and tell me your thoughts of the game and who had like the best game and who had the worst game. Just let me know in the comments your takeaways of the game. Subscribe to HoopSpaces for more basketball content. Click the notification bell. You know when our next upload is. On the road to 1K. If you like my analysis and my content, please check out my YouTube channel. It's just JP. More basketball reactions on the way, on the road to 30K. Over there is in the descriptions. Please check it out. Make sure you like this video at the end. I'm JP. Y'all have a wonderful night. Peace.